welcome back to Eggroll Times. I'm your host, Kade Stirling. Before we get started this week, I'd like to just take a quick second to thank the 53 people at the time of recording this video who watched last week's episode. My voice sounded awful, and honestly, I'm still getting over this aggressive head cold. But you guys took the time to check it out anyways, and that really means a lot to me, so thank you. With that out of the way, let's jump straight into this week's top stories. And guys, I want to start this week off by talking about Nancy Reagan. The former First Lady died last Sunday at her home in Bel Air of congestive heart failure. She was 94. Mrs. Reagan stood by her husband Ronald for 52 years, helping him in his rise to president, and even after in his struggles with Alzheimer's disease. She is often remembered as the most elegant of all First Ladies. When President Reagan first arrived into the White House, Nancy raised more than $800,000 from private donors to remodel the family quarters and buy a $200,000 set of china in her signature red color. Her lavish lifestyle earned her the moniker Queen Nancy. California Governor Jerry Brown released a statement on behalf of all Californians saying, "Nancy Reagan lived a remarkable life and will be remembered for her strength and grace." In video game news, the Pokemon Company celebrated 20 years of Pokemon on February 27th and then proceeded to send Pokefans worldwide into a frenzy. Not only did they officially announce the next two titles in the franchise, complete with logos, but they also made waves with their release of Game Boy Color emulators for the 3DS. Yes, you can now purchase the trinity of original Pocket Monster titles, red, blue, and yellow versions, for $9.99 on the Nintendo eShop. I personally picked up yellow version and I haven't been able to put it down. In fact, I've been playing this entire time. Come on, Pikachu, you call that a Thunderbolt? In all seriousness though, if you've never played any of the games from Generation 1, I really couldn't recommend it anymore. They're much more difficult and tons of fun to play. Guys, the end is near! The nightmares of Stephen Hawking and Elon Musk are coming true through Amazon's artificial intelligence box, Echo. And damn it, I want it. I'm not sure if you guys remember Amazon's commercial from the Super Bowl a couple weeks ago, but since I saw it, I've been following the development of this little speaker box. Many of the world's largest tech companies have been scrambling for years to find the next must-have gadget. But unlike the smartphone, it can't just be something that we already have. In the past few years, we've gotten smartwatches, smart TVs, fitness trackers, and I don't think the back of my TV can take any more streaming devices. But this new gadget actually shows promise. I'll include links to some articles about Echo down below so that you guys can look into what it does, since it's not really very easy to explain, but essentially it's like an actually intelligent version of Siri. Scheduling appointments for you, calling an Uber, or even ordering pizza with just your voice. That's way better than what I use Siri for. Siri, what's 0 divided by 0?
Imagine that you have 0.
Shut up, nobody cares. And then, sadly, I have to talk about the death of Sir George Martin. The legendary producer for the Beatles and many more died Tuesday at his home at the age of 90. Sir George signed the Beatles in 1962 and was responsible for their transition from mop-top rockers to the incredible musicians that they became. He single-handedly arranged the orchestration on Yesterday, the most covered song in history, and also produced Sir Elton John's Candle in the Wind, the best-selling single in the world. Throughout his impressive 7-decade career, he earned 6 Grammys, 2 Ivor Novello Awards, as well as an Oscar for his work on A Hard Day's Night. Ringo Starr broke the news on Twitter saying, "God bless George Martin, peace and love to Judy and his family, love Ringo and Barbara. George will be missed." Sir Paul McCartney took to his website to talk about his wonderful memories of Sir George, writing, "He was a true gentleman, and like a second father to me. He guided the career of the Beatles with such skill and good humor that he became a true friend to me and my family. If anyone earned the title of 5th Beatle, it was George." McCartney went on with, "From the day that he gave the Beatles our first recording contract to the last time I saw him, he was the most generous, intelligent, and musical person I've ever had the pleasure to know." Sir George's son, Giles Martin, tweeted, "Rest in peace, Dad. I love you. I'm so proud to have been your son. I'll miss you more than words can say. Thank you for all the times that we've had together." And as for me, I just like to say, rest in peace, Sir George. Thank you for the wonderful gifts you left behind along the way. And folks, that's actually where I'm going to end today's show. Thank you all so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like this video. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any of the goody goodness that I put out every week. In the comments down below, let me know what your favorite Beatles song is. Or better yet, your favorite George Martin song. Don't forget to check out all of my social links down below, as well as links to anything I talked about today. One more time, thank you all so much for watching. I'm Kade Stirling, and this is Eggroll Times.